Hello, it's official now because I have a microphone. Good evening, how's everyone?
Great!
Alright, that was kind of pitiful, don't worry, we'll try that again in a moment. Oh yeah, bright, colorful people that we haven't seen for so long. Yes, they will be coming in momentarily. Again, my name is Paul Bantridge. I'm one of the teaching artists with the Minds in Motion program, and I have been working this week with your dancers this whole time to create this incredible world that actually I didn't really do all that much because most of what you see, minus the actual made drums, is theirs. All of this is their artwork. You can see their costumes that they created from scratch. On their shirts you'll see also everything done by them. We like to give them a dancing experience, but also to know that the dance world isn't just dancing. There's a lot of other things that go into it to create this really awesome world that we can all participate in. I also had a great amount of help from a couple of people. We have Steele, who you'll see as he comes in. He's running in, he's running away now. He'll be in here in a moment. You'll see him. Steele, he's running in now. There we go. Steele, thank you, Steele. And we were accompanied all week by Joe, who's a drummer, and he's got his drum set up over there. And we also had the opportunity to learn some drums from Joe, and also some singing from Joy, who is a musician for the Richmond Ballet as well. Thank you. This whole camp, we have traveled all throughout the building to create these lines, to create this ambiance and create this story all together. If your dancer has fallen in love, or hopefully not out of love, but would like to do more dancing, the Richmond Ballet has a lot of offerings that aren't Richmond Ballet. It's not just a ballet company. There are musical theater classes, there's jazz classes, there's of course ballet classes, and modern, and tap is now being offered here. So if you have any interest, or if your dancer has any interest, there are some brochures over on that stool, that's what that word is, stool over there, as well as in the middle area that you can see through the glass windows. Emily, my wife, who's also a Minds in Motion teacher, is teaching the lower jazz as well as the middle musical theater, so it would even be a face that they all are familiar with because she has also been working with our camp. And Emily, unless I've forgotten anything, I'll throw this over to you for a second. Oh, and yes, there is also someone else with Emily.
So, Paul has been leading all of our camps this summer for me. Don't be so weird around this way. Thanks. Paul has been leading camps while I've been at home taking care of Eleanor. If you've heard about Eleanor, here she is. But I just wanted to give a quick shout out to this fabulous group of kids we have here, our rising 8th graders. If you've noticed, if you've done camps in the past, that every year we bump up the grade level that's allowed to come to camp. First it was rising 5th and 6th graders, and then it was rising 5th, 6th, and 7th graders, and now it's rising 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th graders. It's because of these lovely, lovely kids. So in 2016, we piloted our first ever Minds in Motion summer camp, and that's sort of nerve-wracking thing to do. You know, is anyone going to show up? If they show up, are they going to like it? And all of those kinds of concerns flood your mind. And we had 12 amazing campers in our very first ever summer camp. And these 6 have stuck around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just making sure. These 6 have stuck around all through 2016 up until now. And I just really want to thank you guys, because without you guys taking a brave leap of faith and joining our 2016 first ever summer camp, we wouldn't have any of this. We've grown from just you guys to 3 camps every summer to over 30 kids in every summer camp. So thank you. I so love you. We have all so loved dancing with you since 2016. So thanks for being with us. Thanks for being taller than me now. I was looking at pictures online of our very first camp, and you were like that big, and now you're taller than me, so it's fine. I'll get over it. But have a great show. It's been amazing. Thank you guys. Big round of applause for all of you.
Thank you. You'll also see them and all of the other dancers, obviously, because some of them are right here. Some of them are hidden, kind of, around you. One last thing before we officially start the show. Go ahead, feel free to take your pictures, especially now. If you're worried about capturing and saving this whole performance for all eternity, don't worry. We're all on camera up there. So we have bird's eye view of the whole show. We'll send out a link to you guys at the latest next week. We've taken video of the dress rehearsal and in addition to this performance. And now, no more talking from me for the moment. I'm going to turn it over to Joe and to Joy, and we have Anansi, the man, the myth, the Arachnid. thoughts in the minds of your ancestors, the world had no stories. It was a dull, joyless place with no purpose and no history. There was a man called Anansi who thought how boring life was on Earth, with no one interested in being friends, playing, or sharing with each other. He knew the Sky King kept these strange things called stories in his kingdom. So, Anansi, also known as the Spider, spun a web up to the heavens to bring stories to the world. As he stepped into the Sky King's palace, imagine how Anansi the Spider must have felt being surrounded by stories. It would be like living in a world of gray and suddenly opening your eyes to see bright, brilliant colors all around. Anansi the Spider asked the Sky King, "Can I bring these stories of yours back to Earth?" And Nyame, the Sky King, laughed. "You think you can be the keeper of stories? Only the mightiest are deserving of stories. If you prove you are up to a challenge, I'll give them to you. If you can capture the enormous python, the powerful leopard, and the killer hornets, then you will prove you are mighty enough to be the keeper of stories." The Sky King laughed as he left, because he knew the little Anansi would never capture such fearsome beasts. But Anansi may be small, but he is determined to bring those stories back. So he shimmied back down his web and went looking for the python. He soon saw a long track in the dirt, and it disappeared at the foot of a tree. When Anansi the Spider looked up, he saw a giant snake slithering along the tree branches. Anansi scurried up the tree right beside Python. The gigantic snake was sleeping, and Anansi thought, I don't have to take him now. I just need to know where to find him so he can't escape. And quick as he could, Anansi the spider wrapped Python up in a web so tight that he couldn't budge from the tree branch he was on. Anansi was tired from wrapping up Python. So, rather than searching for the powerful leopard, he decided he'd dig a hole and take a nap and see if he could catch leopard in his trap. As he slept, he dreamed of leopards leaping through the jungle. Anansi woke to find his dreams had come true. In the hole he dug, the leopard was clawing at the sides to get out. But each time he tried to dig his claws in, the dirt sides crumbled away. Anansi had barely done anything, and he had caught his second mighty beast.